Hello, my name is Deborah Shimura. I'm 18 years old. I live in Zachary, Louisiana. I went to Zachary High School and graduated in 2024. I now go to Louisiana State University where I'm studying biological sciences. I also work at a research lab at Louisiana State University where they're studying the effect of climate change on marine animals. And I've also been helping on a couple of their experiments and the research papers that they are working on right now. I am also a Brick Fellows Health Scholar, and I also made the Dean's List while at LSU. I do want to go to medical school in the future, and medical school is very expensive, so I've been looking into ways where I can use my hobby to not only help me pay for medical school, but also help my community. And so I started a business called Crafty Debbie Crochets very recently. And I've also been putting all my crochet products there and I've made a few sales. But I also wanted to know how I can use my hobby, crochet, to help my community. And so there have been people around me recently who have had their babies premature due to complications like high blood pressure. And so whenever they would have their babies premature, they'd be sent to the NICU. And so I'd visit them at the NICU, and I saw a lot of babies at the NICU. And so I wanted to think of ways that I could help them because in the future, I do want to be an OBGYN. So seeing all those babies in the NICU, I just wanted to help. And so someone suggested that I could crochet beanies for NICU babies and donate them to hospitals. So I've been putting some research into how I can do that. But I've recently learned that you have to be careful what kind of yarn you use when you're crocheting beanies for NICU babies because they were born premature and so their immune system is a little weak. And so there are only certain type of yarn that they can use because those have been tested for like cancer and all kinds of diseases. So to ensure that diseases aren't transferred to the NICU babies, they have to be very careful about what kind of yarn is used. So I've been calling some hospitals to make sure that I do use the correct yarn. And hopefully soon I'll be able to donate because I've been in work, so I'm working on the beanies. I also would like to crochet blankets for elders or anybody in need, especially since it's getting cold soon. So I've been looking into organizations where I can crochet blankets and donate them for free. I've also wanted to crochet plushies for kids that are in the hospital in pediatric care, kids with cancer or any kind of disease because I know a lot of them, they're not able to get toys or plushies because their parents do have to focus on their medical bills, which can be high. So I would like to donate some plushies that I make myself to hopefully bring some light into their lives. So I've been calling about that because I don't want to put them in danger with NICU babies. Like with the NICU babies, I'm not sure if there are certain yarn that can help them. So I have been checking to make sure that the yarn I use will not hurt them. So hopefully soon I'll be able to donate. And if I do win the scholarship, part of the money will be going towards materials to use for all this community work. And part of it will go to saving for medical school. The same way with my business, part of that money is going towards materials that are solely for my volunteer work, and part of it is going to saving for medical school. Thank you.